warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Start the drive on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Weiss firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. This defense for the Vikings, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense. Just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. That one goes for 8 yards. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. On first down, Drake. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Weiss throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sullivan. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Operating from the gun. Weiss. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, but sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Weiss. Over the middle, complete. It's Drake.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Weiss. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They took the shot, didn't get it. There's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3, psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
He finds his man, complete. It's hands. That would go for 26 and a 1st down. In tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The Vikings 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. And now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Now a dump off here complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Well, Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket, and they were able to throw it for the 1st down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Westbrook forced out to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Westbrook out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of service, so to speak, here in the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back at him. They get a backhand. What was the return on it?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I
bit.
love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Operating from the gun, Weiss. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet. Kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Off play action. Westbrook sliding out of the pocket. Looking right sideline. That's complete. He's going to it's been done before. He takes it inside the 40. 23 yards to pick up there. So the ball goes into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 38. They'll try the left side. Teague. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
To throw on second down. Westbrook. Caught here by Conley.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Back to throw. Westbrook. And that is incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When those extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
And his kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, their goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in cover,
looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's impersonal or just offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
On first down, Teague, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
That's good hard running right there on first and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Cooper is going to remain in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st and 10, Weiss throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Weiss. Man open, here is Jones. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Weiss. And his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Back to throw again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line.
And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Up the middle they go. Teague. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches.
That now brings up a very interesting identical situation on 3rd down.
Yeah, people couldn't see us on camera, but I love how you motioned to me like, throw the ball. This is a great shot to take it, 2nd and short. Maybe take a big shot downfield. Instead, they ran it. Didn't work out for them very well. They should listen to you, partner.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Looking to throw. Westbrook throwing the out route incomplete. That's Miles. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Off the play fake. Westbrook. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And this will be a Vikings first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. T. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Lions are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rice, the Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. It'll go has a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Throwing on first down. Weiss. He finds his man, complete. It's Sullivan.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete, right around the 8.
And the Lions are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Drake is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Teague, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
To throw on second down. Westbrook. Throw left side complete. That's Miles. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, Westbrook. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Miles.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
On second down, Teague. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing a shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
58 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Westbrook. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and a mile. Back to throw. Westbrook throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And his kick is indeed good, and that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So they get the 3, but you wonder, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Yeah, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Weiss. And he comes back with one complete. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak it.
Touchdown! A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the fourth. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Looking to throw. Westbrook. And that'll be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 32 on the play. To throw again. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll run on first down. Teague, and he's going to work this one down to about the 5. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Teague, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Up the middle they go. Teague, and he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On the give, this is their fullback. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force the third down.
So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. It's the fullback with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone. And that's intercepted yet again. And that could be the backbreaker.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can find a way with smiles on their faces.
Real estate people tell us all the time, it's location, location, location. So being at home, that could be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I can help fuel all what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Minnesota, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll have another home date next week as the Indianapolis Colts come to town. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the